I mean, the technology is great. You know, it's lots of fun, very helpful, makes a lot of things easy. But like anything in the world, there is too much of a good thing, you know? And I think one of the things we don't talk about is what is the balance in technology in our lives. And I would argue that for many of us, it's out of balance. We know that the chemical dopamine is released whenever we get a bing, buzz, flash, or beep from our phone or email, right? So dopamine is the exact same chemical that's released in alcohol, nicotine, and gambling, right? In other words, it can be addictive if left unbalanced. A little alcohol is great. Too much alcohol, not so great. Gambling is fun. Too much gambling, really bad, right? Technology is wonderful. Too much technology can be very destructive and destroy our relationships, like all addictions destroy our relationships, right? And so one of the things we're not considering is what is the right balance. If you wake up in the morning and you check your phone before you say good morning to your spouse, that's a problem, right? If you have phantom beeps, that's a problem. That comes from something, right? If you find yourself incapable of getting through a day without needing to check, that's a problem, right?
Sometimes it's just, I wake up and I think, what do I have to do to become great? What must I do different than what I'm doing and what I've been doing to get to where I want to be?
And so once we perceive something a certain way, it affects how we value it. I need you to get the value back. I need you to get the value back. Your perception is off, and now you're starting to treat people a certain way. You're starting to do a certain thing. And the reason why some of you aren't successful is because the value you had that thing when you first started doing it, you don't have that same value no more. You don't treat that thing the way you used to treat that thing when you first got that thing. And so what God is saying is, I need you to change your perception, because once you change your perception, everything changes, son. Once you change your perception, the value changes. And once the value changes, the energy that you give it is totally different.
And then I think to myself, am I doing everything that I know? Everything that I can? Am I giving 100% every single day to reach that point that I'm trying to get to? Because I can picture it in my mind. I can have that feeling. I can have those thoughts. But then I think to myself once again, I'm not giving my all. I'm not putting my best foot forward. And I want to ask you today, what are you doing to make your next effort your best effort? Are you reaching deep down inside to fight